both recordings are on their way. Yep. Oh, where did they go? Unless somebody objects, but this isn't a democracy, so let's go. But I believe we left off right after finding out what happened to the locket and getting ready to retire for the night, and some of you not doing that. I believe the exact last moment we left off was Noel deciding that they were going to sleep a little longer because they didn't want to be awake in this house. After perusing a little bit. Or should I say Gareth? Either way. Now, I guess the only question is whether Marco decided to sleep and then talk after waking up, as you would still wake up while it's dark, going to sleep early, or if they decided to talk beforehand.
If I remember correctly, Mako, I think she talked with Gruella for a bit
Yep, that was
and
before
then like
Noel would have
slept.
went to sleep. Would they have went straight to perusing the house and trying to talk to more people, or would they have got some rest before doing that?
Um, I think she would have just like gone to rest after.
Okay, so do have some rest, wake up very early, like still dark, and the others would also be waking up. Nope. I believe the plan was for Marco to go talk to Eikar while the others would sneak out. Try and follow whenever they can.
I actually don't know where we're going. What are we sneaking? Or where are we
To
sneaking to?
the cellar and look
Yeah,
for
I
Trace.
remember the cellar.
Okay, cool. So there.
Well, you can get into the cellar pretty easily.
Oh right,
It's
it's
just
like trying
it's
to get
just
to
a
the
big
basement.
blockade to stop people from letting the cold in and out.
Do I have to cast Pass Without Trace?
If you don't have to, but if you want the +10 to stealth.
Oh wait. We did a long rest, right? I forgot to do that.
Yep.
Because I
Yeah, we
If
did.
you feel safe enough in here to not have somebody on watch, then yes.
uh mm, nah, I'm casting. I kind of want to cast the Fate Object as well.
On what? Because you already cast locate objects last session.
Yeah. I don't know yet. Yeah, okay. I'll cast Pass Without Trace, I suppose, just in case.
That carpet's not going to know what passed it. Anyway. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Chill music is being a bit loud right now. It's not being very chill. Congratulations.
And we also have the spindle.
I don't believe it's
So that
stabbed into anything at the moment, though.
stab it to Noel.
Hang on, Noel, 1
Wow.
second. That does do damage the
Hang on.
first time you put it in.
Hold still. Poke.
Still,
Stab.
this
Where you
my
stab
turn.
into them.
If I remember it correctly, the bigger the part where you stab it, the bigger the range it will cause. So
Yep, so the more damage, the bigger the rage.
can I stab it to his thigh?
Oh my god. How is he gonna walk?
It's the only part he can reach anyway, so.
Yep, I'm short.
You could aim for the foot.
Mhm.
I'm sure that'll hurt a lot.
Yeah, but that's just a small parameter.
The
I
biggest
need the big
range of effect would probably be like
his
in the
back.
chest.
Don't give him any fucking ideas.
Oh my god.
Mm,
Like, right for the spine where it connects with
In
the
the
chest.
boobs.
How
In the
about don't
boobs.
actually go for the spine? Go for somewhere else on the body,
They
not
go
the
to
the
the
spine.
move.
thigh, so it's not the biggest, but it's pretty big, and it will hurt. So
My existence hurts right now. This is what I gotta live with.
okay, so since you've got one level of fighter, we'll use a D10 for the damage.
Oh,
That
budget
is
beautiful
that
10.
is a 6.
What a cunt. The C word. Ow.
I hand him over 6 good berries.
It's so odd for a child to be placating an adult like this when the child was the one that stabbed me in the first place.
I'm not a child.
Shit. Yes,
I'm
you
an
are.
adult.
You're an
I'm a
adult
7 years
child.
old adult.
Yep, you're a 7-year-old child adult.
It's just happening in the middle of the room. Okay, time to wake up. Hey, Noel.
The first thing he did when he opened his eyes just popped up and he said, Noel! And then stabbed him.
Noel,
He
Well,
chose
hey, at least they
violence.
gave him a warning, you know? It's not like he was assassinated in his sleep.
Noel, wake up
Oh, no, wait, no. Ow.
and eat this. I shove the good berries into his mouth.
That's one way to wake someone up.
That's 6 good berries, so I only have 30, 40 minus 6. God dang it. 34.
Not what I signed up for, but okay.
That will cover your dinner as well, probably until breakfast.
Well, that's 6 days worth of food you've just given somebody.
Yeah, but it expires in a day, so
Yeah, but you can still feed 6 people for an entire day with it.
that's true.
Calories, nutrients, all of it.
Oh wait, are we going to meet Mako before we step out? Send message to Mako. Let her know that we're going to sneak.
Noel
Or
thinks about
Orchid.
it if he should actually do it. Like, should I bother? He would know.
You could send a message to Orchid. She's with her. Plus, she's going with us, sneaking around.
She'd probably be on her way over to you guys' room, I guess, if we're all meeting
I
and
imagine Bazaar would have been the first to wake,
Yeah.
since Noel went back to sleep, and Bazaar's the most familiar with this time of day.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, maybe we'll encounter kobolds underground. I'm searching for a fighting.
I assume we're all waking up at a time we agreed with that to see each other. Assume.
So it's really just how you want to approach this. You're just gonna go out and try and avoid the staff's detection as well, or are you just gonna start sneaking after leaving? You gonna try and sneak out a window? What are you doing here?
That's why I wanted to cast Pass Without Trace because I don't want the staff to know that we're sneaking around.
Okay, you gonna try and sneak out a window, or try and get into the
The
cellar and then
window.
find the manor?
I guess we can climb out the window. Let's just say Orchid is with us right now.
Okay, you get Orchid out of Marco's room. Assume you head over to the cellar. Pass without trace makes it easy to sneak past these people because you know they're people. They're just doing the daily stuff. And the cellar has restricted access, so the security system in it is engaged. Luckily, Orchid got a password before this
You
secretly.
did?
Sure did. From eavesdropping.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so I managed to bypass that. It mostly just made it really annoying to get in and out the cellar without the password. Swear as all the fog and mist and strings things blocking the path recede. And you can now find yourselves in, as far as cellars go, without the protection on it. Looks like a fairly regular cellar, but there is a brig type situation. You have a bit of a small prison. In comparison to prisons you've seen, it's small, but where did I put the thing? Where's that?
What did he say? We saw a small prison? Or
Yep.
small prison cells?
In comparison to an actual prison, it's small.
Cobalt prison.
No, it's regular size. It's just not very big.
One
Wait,
person
under the
cell.
cellar?
In the cellar, it's next around the corner. So so it's mostly wines and food storage. As you turn to get further away from the kitchen entrance, there's a small uh, like prison cellar.
Can before approaching it, can I look for trap or any kind of alarm system going on around the prison cell?
Go for it.
Can I use perception?
You can just look around and see if you notice anything that looks like it could alert people.
Awesome. Loop. Ooh, I'm rolling great today. 25 for perception.
Ooh, nice.
Just check the specifics of something.
I guess I just want to make sure that if I approach this cellar or prison cell, it won't trigger anything. But if I can also look and see if someone is imprisoned most recently as well, if I can find tracks or any clues to whom it was used before or to what.
Okay, how high did you roll?
25.
25. Okay. You don't see anything. You see where something isn't, though. You're able to tell that they've kept a slight indent around the perimeter of it to set some kind of alarm to stop people from being able to leave without alerting somebody. So if somebody was to go inside the prison, some kind of alarm would be triggered. There's no, and you're only able to tell because you can see they've intentionally removed part of the wall. So if you weren't as perceptive as you were, you would have no idea, as there isn't actually anything there. It's the lack of something that's alerting you to the anomaly. So there was no alarm spell around the prison.
Oh. Hey, Orchid, is this where you step out of when you first got here?
No.
No, I don't remember this.
You pass
Wait,
this and get a very good look at it.
Don't remember it
but
too well.
the thing is, the last place I sense where the necklace was around this area, right?
No.
Oh, it's not? Where? Then why are we here?
I'm assuming since you thought, oh, it's underground, you thought that there might be a passage under here, but the locket specifically was taken out of the house and then taken underground.
Can I trace where, like, Orchid, take us where you got, or where you came out of. Is it far from the cellar?
Mm. I assume she
It,
can try and retrace her steps. Like me, I don't
even
remember a lot.
at the time, you couldn't see anything really, as there was fog obscuring pretty much everything, and you wouldn't
Wasn't
be able
I?
to see anything if it wasn't for your goggles of night vision.
I was gonna say, wasn't she like didn't like against the walls? Wasn't she like moving against the walls because she couldn't see anything originally? I
It's
don't.
still hard to
I
tell,
think
but
so.
you can use the walls to trace back the route you took. But now that you can see around, the cellar feels a lot smaller now you can actually see it.
Ugh.
Can I assist on retracing that
How would you
by
assist somebody remembering?
like I know where the necklace was before, so I'd like to retrace that feeling of location, so to speak, if I can.
That's
Like,
gonna be
oh
an
yeah,
arcana
it
check to try and use an item for something it can't really do.
okay.
Hmm.
So roll an arcana check just in case.
Oh well. Blue. Nope. I love as right now. It's 9.
And yeah, you can't help too much. You know it was in the cellar at one point. So at least at this level, you
Sorry,
don't.
Orchid, can't retrace it right now.
Memory. I hate that.
Especially now that you're not attuned to it.
And for me, the last thing, like the only thing I really remember is going upstairs, and that was to leave the place. Uh, and
Yeah.
before that, it was what, the teleporter room, and she left doors or left through doors, I think. Uh,
Yeah. You check all the rooms and notice that there isn't anything that fits the description of the room you were in when you first arrived here.
Look, before we leave the cellar, in case we're leaving, can I do a last survival check and see if there are any kobold footprints around this area?
Okay, go for it. You're gonna need a very high wall though, because it's a cellar.
Yeah, that's fair. Survival, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Even with double proficiency, that would still take me to 10. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
no.
no. Double proficiency is 11. There you go.
what are
11?
you
Nope.
No.
trying to do?
He's trying to see if he can find any signs of a kobold being in this room, and he does not.
You could use tofu. We'll use his nose like a bloodhound to sniff out. Uh, I don't know.
First
Other.
smell, wine.
Yeah, it's going to cover the old smell track smells. So covered in wine.
Um, if you could, it's possible, but it would be very difficult.
Let's get out of here. I'm getting drunk just by smelling this wine.
And you say you're not baby.
I'm not a
What
baby.
a
I just
baby.
have strong sense of smell.
What a baby.
As far as we could tell, like, I assume the idea maybe is to try and get lower, but the cellar is as far as, uh, like, as low as I guess the house has to offer, like the basement level. There's no going
Other way,
deeper.
yeah.
Yeah.
You only see from your current spot. You only see two passageways in and out of the cellar. One to get out or in from the kitchen, and next to it, and one to get in or out from outside. And that leads
But
to
but
near the stables.
you didn't get out of that exit, right?
No,
When you get out, you're still inside the manor.
there's one way to get out inside the manor and one way to get out on the manor grounds, but outside. Leads to the stable courtyard, basically.
Let's inspect the other rooms.
Of the cellar.
Uh, are there any rooms to inspect around the cellar or no? If not, we'll look for other rooms.
There's the utility room, which basically just cleaning equipment and some chemicals needed for it, brooms and such. Such cold storage where they keep the stuff that doesn't keep very well. Well, that it can't even handle the pantry. Trays such as dried meats, fish, uh, the wine cellar, the prison. That's all you see at the moment. The orchid would definitely know that there is one less room than there was.
Like magically hidden room, possibly?
It's not here.
Well,
We're still under pass without trace. We can sneak around the manor a little bit more. Just focus
You
to your
can.
memory, Orchid. We can do
You
this.
said she can tell that there's one less room than there was, but could she pinpoint where that room could have possibly been?
You give me an investigation check.
I totally believe in you, Orchid. You can totally rack your brain and remember this.
No.
You get Barblick inspiration.
Heck yeah.
No.
Let's go.
Investigation.
So you can add a D. What is it now? D8.
8.
Eight.
So
Nice.
D8.
Do I do that before or after rolling
Up to you.
investigation?
Up to you. You can
Oh.
add it.
I'll do it after. Let's see how it goes. Hey, it's not lagging anymore. It's a 19.
Oh, nice. 19.
Awesome.
Hey!
It's
Oh, you
it's
don't
still
have
gonna be
the
a hard
inspiration.
check.
You can
I'll
add the
still,
D8.
yeah, I'll still do that. A D, I think that was an 8. Plus 1. It's a
Great.
20.
Wow.
Great.
A dirty 20.
There we go.
Is that
Uh,
enough?
So you're looking around, and just as you're about to give up, you hear some rare words of affirmation, even if they're a little sarcastic.
They were not sarcastic. Rice is just super tired, okay? Don't give me the shit.
That's what we're
I don't-
known for.
That's just,
Barely
yeah,
tackling.
that's just what Noel sounds like. Can't help it.
Yeah, look a little longer, and you realize that there is that the way the room is made, the cellar is built in an L, so there would be space to put an extra room in this corner, and there doesn't. So you can, if you have a feeling if you pushed some of the wine drums out the way, that there'd probably be a door here if it wasn't covered.
Mm,
So you figured out
Cov-
where the room would be. It's
it would be right here, but it's not right here. Wherever she
there's currently a
came
wine
from.
drum in the way of it,
Oh, okay.
and you can see behind it, and there doesn't seem to be a door there at the moment.
Well, then she will say that if my memory is correct, then there should be, or I assume there's a room somewhere around here. She's like pointing to where the wine drums are.
Yeah.
He's like, we should move them
There
out the
was a lot
way.
of wine down here, and one of them seems to have some space, some more space than the others on the other side of it, and could be pushed out the way to get to
Yeah.
the wall where you think that the door should be.
Yeah, she's gonna say, I think we should move these out the way, just to make sure if there is a door or not. I'm gonna need some help, probably.
Brother, help her.
I'm here. Okay.
What, are you expecting to just eat all night?
I'm surprised he didn't just come because he wanted to. He's used to being uninvited, but coming anyway.
Thank you. That's exactly. Okay. You're gonna give Alzak advantage, or do you want to roll individually?
uh, hmm. I'll I'll give him advantage. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That
Oh,
I'll
she's tied.
assist.
Alzek, let me see his
He could do it.
profile.
He's super strong.
Is he? Let me see.
Yeah, he
I don't
is.
know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
Okay.
pretty strong.
Okay, you got a 3 and a 13. So that's
Oh my
24.
god.
Oof.
24?
A 20 total. Dirty 20.
Oh,
He rolled a
nice.
13. He gets +7 to athletics.
Dang. Dang.
Boy's strong. So, you know, On the sides, you're basically tall enough to push if he was directly below you. And he's like, but he's getting his tail. I need space for the tail. There's all the weight going underneath, and you help balance it out on the top so it doesn't barrel over as it is cylindrical. And slowly pushes out the way. Right.
Good
big.
job.
High fives all around.
Woo.
Jumps up for it. Comes over to bizarre lit. That's a bit. Come on, you could have helped a little bit. You get Torfer out here or something. Jeez.
No, he's still resting.
He's been resting for 24 hours now.
He deserves it.
He's resting from resting?
Yeah, it's
He
tiring
got
to
so
rest.
tired from sleeping, he fell asleep.
True. That's how cats. I think.
I thought that's how sloths work. And my friend with hypersomnia. They've slept for a week straight before, and they went back to sleep
Oh
after
my
wake.
god.
Oh my.
Sounds like a coma.
It was
I was
basically a
gonna
mini
say,
coma.
like, sounds like a coma, my guy.
They have had a coma before, and they woke up and then went back to
Yeah,
sleep.
it's been a week. Might as well.
It was caused by just having hypersomnia. So
Oh my.
Intense drowsiness. Be like that.
We see the entrance.
no,
Maybe there's a secret switch or something. Let's look around.
A magic word, maybe? Mm-hmm.
Magic.
you tried the word you used before. The you see some of the mist from the room around you come back in and then evaporate again. If it is a password, it hasn't changed anything about this wall.
Hmm. Darn.
I'll look around for a switch.
Okay. You find plenty of switches on the wine drums that would open them. Help some of the wine come out like faucets.
I kind of want to sneak, so. But no, we're on the job. Maybe later.
I have the only thing my brain can think of, me player, yeah, I was thinking the only thing I could think of is well, blood, because that's what was used for the teleporter. But that may have just been the teleporter specific thing, and very
Teleporter
particular
wasn't
blood,
ran by blood.
wasn't it? Because I remember what was it, trying to activate it and punched it.
That was to break it as they left.
Oh.
No, I think I remember that blood thing too, but I'm not sure if this is the campaign for that or if was it in a one shot.
No, it
They
was there was like blood on her
have
gauntlets, I think.
Oh yeah.
And she was trying to figure out how to I guess how to activate the thing or something, and she was just hitting it, and luck
if you
basically
touch a
said
teleportation circle, you'll just go through it. Like if a teleportation circle is on, anybody touching it instantly goes through, no matter what they're doing.
Oh,
oh,
maybe it's just an illusion. I'll press my hand on the wall.
Okay, when you press the hand on the wall, you hear a bit of a hollow from it. So the texture feels differently to what you're seeing.
I'm a genius. Or maybe
It's
this could be just a trap.
still there is still something blocking the way, so there is an illusion hiding it, but it is still being blocked by a similar material to the walls.
uh, something's in here, Orchid. I start.
You get the feeling even if you did open the door, this illusion would still be there, so you wouldn't be able to see that it is opened.
Ha ha ha! Ha! I am a genius. Is it locked?
It seems to be a stone wall that
Mhm.
that is hollow. As you feel around it, you see there is a bit of a seam, a very subtle one that is being hidden by the illusion. But it doesn't have a handle per se.
What happens if I stick my hand in it? Do you think I should? I should stick my hand in it to the seam?
You can fit your nails into it. You can't fit your whole hand in.
Is this a good idea?
Don't ask me, because the answer would be yes. Sounds
Then
like
I
a
will
great
try.
idea.
I'll try to stick my head. Oh no! What happens if my head's cut off?
Then you
This is
wouldn't
my.
have a
It's
hand.
like you're trying to fit your hand in a door crack. Basically, you can barely fit your nails in it.
Oh. Mm, I wonder if I can claw and slide. I don't know, like a sliding door. There's a seam around in this area. I don't know what to do. Ooh, maybe try it with the what do you call it? A crowbar?
A crowbar. You can try and use a crowbar.
To like lift the wall or whatever.
Mm,
Jimmy the wall.
yeah.
Sounds like
Can I trace? Can I trace the seam if it's or how big the door quotation is?
It it goes. Well, you can't reach the top
Really?
because
I see.
you're
Hey,
short.
lift me up! Somebody lift me up!
Lift him up. I
Lift
Total
him
lift
up.
him up.
still not tall enough. Somebody and then while on the stack, you lift him up. It's like, oi!
Tall man, lift little man up.
I said I would. I lift the child.
Okay, it does seem to be about the height of the average door, but it is a little wider, and it doesn't have a hinge of sorts.
Or a knob.
Yep, correct.
You
Can I try and push it?
You can try and push it.
I push it.
I'm gonna need a strength check.
I assist.
I have
Okay.
-2 in strength. Oh no, -1 in strength. With advantage. I'm great. Ooh, 15.
No.
Nice.
Ah,
You
Not
push
somebody do
nice.
it.
and you almost fall off. Noel.
Is it no because
I
he's
give
too
up.
weak, or is it no because it just won't move? Or can't move?
I'd say, considering how perceptive Noel and Bizarre are, they can feel that that it gave way almost. Almost like
Someone stronger. Do
bit
it.
of an intent. And
I'm
if
looking
you're
at
just
you,
willing to
brother.
stand in front and push in the front of this thing for a while, you'll eventually manage to with it getting out. Mm, yeah, Alzek would be strong enough. If Alzek
Do
wasn't
your
strong
thing,
enough, he would
brother.
never be able to open it.
So now we encourage
Uh,
Elzek to use those muscles
Okay,
of
where's
his.
the? He's just knocking on it, trying to find a right sound. Again, the drum out. He's not banging on his drum with one hand, and then banging on the wall with his other hand. There we go. And then he's gonna full force double punch into it. Little help.
Go,
Oh,
Orchid.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Tall and dark.
Okay.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. What? And
Push.
okay, that was a little embarrassing. We try again. Right for this spot.
Ooh.
Okay, third time's the charm. Okay, I guess fourth time. And then it opens.
Hey.
Hope
You
we're not
hear
breaking the thing.
click.
That'd be a little suspicious, I think.
You hear a click
They will.
as
They won't see
it's
it. It's covered in
saying you
illusion.
need a certain amount of force to a very specific part, and it clicks and opens by itself. You still don't see anything, but you hear a grinding noise as it comes into position and a click.
All right. We're getting in too deep. Let's move forward.
We're in too
I'm,
deep. Let's go deeper.
yep. I'm wagging my tail.
Yeah, if you weren't careful, you would have hit your head, but head as you're being carried, unless no one else put you down now.
I assume he's put me down all while they're pushing the wall.
I mean,
He doesn't
yeah,
have to.
sure. Yeah, I
Or
did that.
or are you just holding me under your arm like a football?
Carrying him like luggage.
Yep.
I mean,
You could do that too.
sure. Yeah.
You're carrying me like that, and I'm wagging my tail.
Yeah, just holding like my small luggage.
Okay,
Yeah, move forward. That heave ho.
haha!
Oh.
Okay, the walls, the frame of the opening isn't exactly comfortable, as some people who are being held from the side feel as they move through. It's not quite clear where the edges are. But as you pass through illusion, it is very foggy in here with some of the well, not traps, obstacles that you saw before. Or could call the password in the other room in here as well. Well, it's saying the password doesn't react on these, so it seems they have the same protection, except this one it uses a different password. It's a different set of protection. Now for but this does seem to be the room that Orchid was in when they first arrived, and there were a few empty boxes skewing around, so you can feel about for it.
Well, this is the passage where, or the passage we went through was from the manor to this place, and Orchid lost the kobolds around here.
No, they lost it as soon as they got out of the cellar.
As soon as they got out of the cellar,
Yeah, it wasn't because the kobolds didn't know Orchid was there. Orchid lost them because they decided to focus on something else and then couldn't find them again.
I don't remember what that was. Wasn't important.
You just wanted to snoop.
wait, does that? So we don't know if the kobolds used the same passage that we went through.
What do you mean the same passage you went through?
Like,
I'm pretty sure they
to-
definitely exited through the cellar. It's just where they went afterwards is where the question lies. I guess. I assume.
Correct.
Ah,
You've successfully found the teleportation room that is no longer usable because there's no teleportation circle in here anymore.
they
And
took
there's
my
still some
necklace.
boxes left from where supplies were brought through. But you still don't know what route they took. So,
Can I check tracks around this area?
it's even harder to check in here because, other than the
Because
smell
of the
smells
fog.
easier, but it's harder to see in here. can barely see what's in front of you.
Mm,
You can try.
I'll try. Can someone assist me? Noel.
Or
Well, Noel is observant, right?
they have the observant feet.
So they can assist.
You
They're not
guys are
near it. at the
attached to
moment.
each other. They're your other set of eyes.
Let's just say they give you advantage. Sure.
Eh, I'll do survive. And I get double proficiency because I'm tracking cobbled tracks.
Fair
Huzzah.
enough.
18, 24 plus 3, 27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's not really much to give you other than they were in here a bit ago, and they left. They
Ah,
left through. They went up the cellar from the kitchen and paused by the bottom to say the password, and they closed the wall door behind them. There was
P.
only three of them left, and there was a fourth thing here, but it disappeared, and it was much bigger than the others.
A fourth what?
A fourth creature,
Oh, it's probably the Drake.
possibly.
Does it look like a Drake?
You,
Well, in that case, well, if this is a dead end, I wanna cast my second spell now. Uh, I'm going to cast detect object.
doesn't work in this room.
And oh, divination doesn't work in this room.
None at all.
Dang, we should step out before I do this.
Well, you find out
Ah,
what from doing that.
I wasted the spell slot. Before we leave this room, can we look for anything useful for our investigation? Proof that some couples are working with Eikar,
Sorry,
documentations,
none
anything
of this
that
room.
would
Maps.
maps.
The only thing in this room is empty supply boxes.
Well,
Seize
I
whatever
They
can't
in
use.
this
cleaned
room
up.
is no longer in this room.
Yeah. And when was the last time I had connection with the necklace? Was it yesterday?
It's hard to know when you don't check frequently.
Oh, yeah.
You lost
Well, in
it
that
before
case,
you checked, and we're lucky enough to try and to figure out when you lost it.
I'm going to sneak out from the cellar towards the stable exit.
Okay,
And from
that's not the route
there,
the kobolds took, but you're free to do that.
oh wait, do I get the sense where or which route the kobold took? I'll follow that.
You're able to track them until they leave the house from the
Yeah,
cellar.
I'll follow that track.
It's less tracks and more uh, intuition and it's like understanding of them. Like you're able to tell where they're going from the cellar, and then you can figure out what they're doing from how they were behaving.
Okay. I'll follow that sense as far as I can, and as soon as I lost that sense, I'm going to cast detect or locate object again.
Okay, what are you gonna cast locate object on?
To the necklace.
Okay, locate object is 1,000 feet, correct?
Yeah. So I'm taking as far uh distance as I can follow the sense or the track, and then as soon as I lose that sense, that's when I'm going to start casting locate object. That way I can get closer at least. So from that position, 1,000 feet around. And that's
Okay.
my last second spell slot for the day.
Okay. We'll come back to this group after checking with Marco and see if anything that spell finds.
Ooh.
While all that's going
Cut to
on,
the flirting, the romance, the trauma.
What?
so while that was going on, and Orchid had left the room suddenly, Margot is now would have had to have woken up to quotation mark Iris leaving their room. Room still dark out, waking up much earlier than they used to, but not feeling tired as they had gone to sleep much earlier than they were used to. But being underground kind of messed up the whole sleep thing anyway, so not too unusual as for the past few days, maybe a week.
Yeah.
So what's
Uh.
Marco's priority as soon as they wake up?
Well, I'll probably like wash up a little, and then after that I'll just like grab the wine and 2 glasses, and like just head to Eikar's office, I guess.
Yeah. There's a guy outside. I, I, uh, what time would it be? Like 12 to 2 a.m.? Probably it's 1 a.m.
12 a.m.
Pretty much, yeah. You all went to sleep very early. Probably let's say 1 a.m.
Okay. Oh, that's
Uh,
perfect, I guess.
okay. God's is here. Uh, Lady Consuela, hello. Uh, God talking right now. Can I help you?
Yes, hi. Lady Mako is fine. Um, is Eikar inside?
He's just he'll probably be back in a few minutes. He's taking a breather on one of the balconies at the moment.
Ah, uh, how many more minutes do you think he'll be back in?
He's usually not very long. Uh, sometimes it takes 2, sometimes 5. Most have seen is 10.
Okay.
He left about a minute ago, maybe 2. I wasn't really counting.
I see. Would it be alright if I wait inside his office, or would you like it if I stayed outside here
There's
waiting for him?
there's a lot of important stuff in there, and apparently
Yes,
has
I know.
it's some dangerous alchemy stuff in the room next to it. So I think you prefer it if you waited just outside for. Or if you want you can just sit down and I'll just wait with the door open.
Oh, yes, that would be great.
Right? Gets out wing of keys. Let's through it for a second. It's got that awkward like, oh, there's somebody watching me. I've got to make sure I don't screw up. And he puts the one key in by mistake.
I'll never live that one down.
Hey,
You'll
okay,
never leave this.
And as soon as he opens, oh, thank goodness! Just immediately on the back of his head, even just not even seeing his face, you can tell that's definitely what he's feeling right now. Opens the door. Okay, yeah. Make yourself comfortable. Uh, I do not recommend moving anything or opening that door.
Which door? Like, are they
There's
pointing?
the door in, and then there's the other door. So it's the only door that's not open.
All right. I mean, you can see where I am, right? Is there like a sofa or something where she can like down?
Yeah, there's a there's the desk, the chair that Eikar sits behind, the chair opposite the desk. There's a armchair in the corner, by a small uh, oh great, by a small bookshelf and documents everywhere, and another desk table by the window.
Uh, which
And
one has the most space for the wine and the two glasses?
oh yeah, there's also a small countertop table by the armchair. So that's probably
Oh,
Scott.
okay.
So it's either there. Most space would either be on the desk or on the table by the armchair.
All right. I'll just there is no other like chair next to like that small table with the armchair, right? It's only
The
that armchair.
That is correct, but you can move the other chairs pretty easily.
Okay. Mm, I guess I'll put it like down there because I think the desk is that is like office desk.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that while the guards are there.
it's just the one guy. Uh,
Ah, okay,
hmm.
just one guard. Okay.
He seems to be more here just to make sure, just to alert people if anything happens. He's not
Okay.
the most heavily armored guard.
No. Okay. I'll just like start like opening the wine bottle. Oh wait, you know what? I'll actually go up to the guard. Good sir, what's your name again?
This would be the one. They take shifts, so this would have been the one that was on duty when Orchid came to the party as I was the first time. So this would be Bob, I believe. Or was
Oh,
it
it's
Bob?
Bob.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob, do you mind if you could open this wine bottle? I'm afraid it might get messy with my dress.
He was changed his mind. He doesn't want Bob to get unconscious anymore.
Over.
Sure, he gets out. Knock him out still. Oh, brutal. No
No.
witnesses. Gets out a small dagger, points it towards the starer. It's in, pulls it out. Out for slight pop. There you
Oh,
go.
thank
Uh,
you.
and wipes the dagger off and puts it back.
And I'm like, going to just like observe the wine. That I'll then go back to my seat. Just like start pouring wine for myself. And I'm gonna just like survey the room through my eyes for now. I'm not gonna move around.
Hashtag keep Bob alive. Hashtag blame Bob. Okay. So
Like as another count, and most specifically, a count whose house has a lot of history with trying to rebel and be traitorous to Dry. Would I know where Ikar would keep like information that would be quite damning if somebody found them? Like it definitely would not be unstable. So would he like have a safe or something?
most of that stuff would get burned, but stuff that you need the most. The only time you'd keep something like that is if you needed to prove your intention to the people you were conversing with.
Mm,
In in such cases, they would either hide it in plain sight or in a safe. It's harder to hide things in plain sight when you don't have magic. But
okay.
for a house that's been around this long, they're probably invested in something. I think especially when their job is to keep something safe, so they probably have a vault anywhere. You don't see a vault in the room at the moment, which is unusual. There should be at least some kind of vault. Well, let's see. You can probably figure out that they've probably got one hidden somewhere.
Okay.
This room. Hey, something that stands
Orchid
out.
did say sorry, what?
One thing that stands out about the room is that the window seems to have been added into the room. It seems to have been an adjustment. This room didn't seem to previously have a window. It doesn't quite
Okay.
match the rest of the room, so probably it's just to make being in this room for a long period of time more manageable. And there seems to be despite all the stuff that's all on the desk and on the top of everything, it is still there's an attempt to try and keep all the stuff in order, even if it's impossible.
Okay. Do I like remember where Orchid like would have like said something about Icarus stopping like a certain part of the room for the like detect uh or the locate object or detect magic?
Uh, Mikey, what do you think?
What? What was it? What was the
How much
question?
detail would have been given for when they were almost caught in the room?
Yeah.
Uh, Probably most detail. Probably, except I don't know how she managed to get out of that situation, but she
Okay.
probably told most.
Okay.
Let's do. Just give me an intelligence check for Orchid, and if it's high enough, I'll say Marco was able to infer what infer the general location from the description.
Oof.
Uh, I think that's at intelligence. I can't see. It was a
Is that a
3.
3?
It's a 3.
The three.
Mm.
Orchid was a bit preoccupied to remember details like that, and was more trying to avoid getting in trouble for almost getting caught than relay important information.
I blame Noel. Yep, that sounds about
Wow.
right. Good
What
enough.
did I fucking do?
First name that came to mind.
Who
So
do I
I'd
blame?
probably have to search the room. Okay. I thought just patiently wait for Eikar to come.
He's at fault for something. What is that? Okay. Yeah. You could try to detect magic if you want. You just wouldn't have.
I don't think I have tech magic. I have the spell magic, but not the
You
deck,
randomly
I
spell
think.
magic and shit and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't have it. I do have the tech thoughts. That's about it. Oh, you know what? I'll try to see what Bobbert is up to.
You want to detect thoughts and pop it?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what a Bobbert is thinking. I'm bored.
Okay, yeah, you do. Like this, you read Bobbitt's thoughts, and like, for a good while, it's like, well, if I wasn't so used to this, some people would call this awkward. That's on his thoughts. Just first time we've heard somebody blow raspberries in their head for a good few minutes, and then it's like, man, it's taking a while. And another minute later, he's breaking a record. I guess this new record's going to be 13 minutes. Up, and he hears something. Yeah. I mean, she's being very still. Jeez. I hope she's not mad.
Mako's gonna like just stand up. How long has Icar been up?
Awake?
No, out in the balcony.
He's coming close to 14 minutes now. I think I can
That
hear. Like,
unusual.
he's a little longer than usual. It's on a balcony. Relax.
He's thinking about his fiance and his ex at the same time.
Do I really want to go get married to this random woman, or could I get back with my ex?
Just. Get your millions. Anyway. Uh, it's the problem, Bobby? It's like, turns around. Ah, you can't, nope, your fiance's bought some wines waiting for you, so, I'm just gonna be in the hallway. As soon as Eikar enters, to his breath before he enters, and Bob closes the door behind him, and it waits in the, and you can hear him go down the stairs just to get some distance from the room. Uh,
That's odd.
I don't
Did
think
I
he
read
wants
his
anything
mind or
to
so
do
like
with
he's
this.
going?
Who
Yeah,
knows what may
you
go
have his
down?
thoughts, so he's like, I don't want to be. Like, I've had to wait in this room long enough. This is your problem now, Eikar. Enjoy. Right. If you need anything, I'll be nearby. But you're gonna have to yell because I don't want to be near. That's the last thought you get before he exits the range of your thought reading. You can switch over
And
to Eikar if you want.
I mean, if he's still blanking out, is he still blanking out?
When he enters the room, he has thoughts. Like, okay. This could this could be a few things. Let's okay. Let's not engage in thoughts when we don't have any information. It's funny to figure out what's going on. Smile. That's the last thought you hear before he starts talking. He enters the room with a smile on. Lady Consuela, hi. Hi, welcome to my office. Yes. I see.
Yes.
I see you've done some research on my preferred wine. Appreciate that. So it's nice to see people trying to be friendly. So, how can I help you?
Well,
Sits down in his
there's
chair.
there's just something I noticed,
And I
and I just like pour wine on the other glass, and I like hand it to him.
think maybe he takes it. Takes a sip. Just to his side.
Like as I'm swirling the wine. Have you heard the rumors, my lord?
I hear lots of rumors.
Fair, but about delaying the engagement.
Um, don't get too many rumors about that up here, unfortunately.
And
I
there's this smile of Consuelo though, that she's not surprised. She is amused.
This is something funny. Have I missed something? Uh, catch the thought. Thought gotta. I hope this is good news. Yes, he doesn't say that. Something fun. Fun, I hope. Nothing. Ah,
Well, it might be funny for you, but it does wonders to a lady's reputation. And like Consuelo just takes a small sip. She's not trying to get drunk.
okay. Well, I'm assuming you haven't been drinking while waiting either, so you're not at the point where you need to save or anything.
Yeah.
Unless you've actively tried to make the wine stronger, you're not in danger of it anytime soon.
Yep.
Alright, I see. Uh, that does explain why you've come a bit unexpectedly, though.
Well, yes, I've heard that despite not meeting or having a correspondence in the last 5 years, they say you find my character intolerable.
I assure you that I can't form an opinion about a person I haven't had the pleasure of meeting before.
Yes, I feel the same way about that. And then there's the second rumor, which I think is quite funny.
That is. I would like to hear something funny.
Well, you might not find it funny, but I certainly do. Mm, they say you find that there is no beauty in me. Well, I understand preferences. But you've never really met me.
It leans back a little bit.
So.
Okay. Like, I may not know you, may not have seen you. I've heard rumors and I've seen portraits.
Yeah?
Right. I've
She's
seen
very
some
surprised.
portraits. I I don't. I did. It was a long time ago that I did my research, and sometimes I hear more and get updates. It's I'm I may be a lot of things, but I'm not completely stupid. So that is very ill-founded. I'm more concerned that you'll be going from leader count of House Trinidad to a position with less control. That's what I'm be more concerned about if I was in your position. If you're concerned about rumors being true, you have very little faith in my intelligence, it seems. But it's fair enough. Insecurities. I have known a few of them recently, and they are annoying. But you have nothing to
There's a
worry about in
smile.
that regard.
There's a smile on Consuelo.
My eyes aren't completely useless.
I'm not quite insecure as you think about. It's hmm
Takes another drink.
more of the notion that you could judge someone based on a portrait or few descriptive words. I was not worried about my reputation in regards to beauty. Because, like I said, it's all preferences. And at the end of the day, whether you prefer me, whether you think I'm pretty, it's not something you can do anything about. But I'm very glad that we had a private party earlier today because if one of my aunt or my friend had been there, they would find the rumors to be quite true. And she takes a little sip of like the wine. Especially since you seem to be blanking out every time I come near you.
Opens his eyes a little wide. Uh, as you're leading through, as you were leading him through that conversation, and picking up some of his thoughts, he seems to be trying to figure out if there's some kind of ulterior motive. So, as you finish it, his eyes widen a little bit. Okay. Very, very well, wise. He's cycling through a few thoughts at the moment. He's put the wine down for a second. He's in his chair. He's looking at you. He's just thinking.
What's the surface thought?
Surface thought.
Yeah.
Okay. At the moment, he's reviewing how he was behaving
Okay.
in the previous conversation. Seems they've surface thought. It seems they've noticed just that I I talked to other people, and that I was having some trouble yesterday. I guess today. Perspective. Back on topic. It's the right move here. Reassurance. It's, do I make excuses for the behavior? Do I try and explain it? I don't even know how I would explain it. Is it even a problem?
Consuelo giggles. Like she can't stop herself.
It's
Pardon.
like, what's so funny? Was I making a
Well,
face?
no. I didn't think that my fiance would have no, what do you say? That he would not know how to treat his future wife.
But I think one of the words cut off just before his future wife.
Oh, it did cut off.
Yeah. What was the word before his future wife?
Uh, he
Treat.
didn't know how, yeah,
Would not know how to treat his future wife.
like he doesn't know how to treat his future wife like that. Yeah.
Okay. He gets a little embarrassed by that. I apologize. It's not one of the things I was taught about growing up, unfortunately. So I think you're gonna have to teach your brother about that yourself, or have somebody else do it. I can't help in that regard. And he's trying to hide the embarrassment a little bit.
Like Consuelo, like, where is he right now? He's sitting at his like seat.
He's brought his chair over to the table a little bit. He's
Oh,
still
okay. So we're like
he's using his
face to
desk, so
face.
he's got a bit of distance. You are facing each other, but there's a little bit of distance. He brings it round to. He brings his glass over to the table to get a little closer. So it's that.
I like move closer and like bring the wine bottle and like pour him a little
Thank you.
bit more.
It's another sip. How about you? Were you prepared for this type of conversation? Did you know how you would behave once you came face to face? If it went well, if it went poorly?
No, I've never had that conversation with my parents,
And we're in the same boat.
but I've already lived my life knowing I'd be your wife. I don't think
You don't
and she
think?
like stops and she like kinda looks away. Never mind. And she like just like takes a sip. But I the truth is I didn't really come here to have such conversations. I I'm a bit worried
About?
about how is the state lately. Has there been no attacks or intruders?
What, my county?
Yes, but more specifically, this place, this manor.
Attacks. I'm not sure where this concern's coming from, but we suffered something odd the other day. Some noise coming from my office. But other than that, we had trolls, but they don't get this far. We've had fairly surprisingly little interference from violence in the county recently. Had some help with that from some people recently, but I'm not sure why that concerns you. I'm more
And
concerned
like,
about the
hmm?
thought you could.
Well, well, Iris, Gareth, and Alsek and Bizarre and I were at the Capitol. I heard some murmurs in the street. It's not quite safe for people guarding the bowls right now. I heard that lately there have been missing children from the families.
Okay. Okay. How does Marco? I'm gonna need to know how Marco reacts when when the thought crosses his mind. Ah, so that's public information now.
She keeps a straight face. Wait, that was a thought?
Yep.
Yeah, she keeps a straight face.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make let's go for deception check here.
Deception. Oh shit. Not my best. Deception. Okay, thank God. 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. My family's been guarding our heirloom, I guess you could call it, for a long time. And after getting some help recently, we should be able to protect it even better now.
There's a complicated look on Consuelo's face when he says that, but she drinks it away to hide her feelings about this. Well, his statement. So it's true. There is something going on these days.
I didn't hear the last word.
There's something going on these days.
And there's always something going on. But you can look back in the recording. But I'd say
Hey,
there's something to do with my house specifically going on recently. Yeah. All people who have ties to the great families have stuff going on recently. Boo. I,
my lord, you
yes.
know, when my father died, he had always put his duty first.
There. Okay. Since you're still reading his mind, just there's a thought crossed his mind. This is gonna hurt.
And although I have no doubt that he did have some affection for his family, his children, me and my brother and my sister. One cannot help but think that I don't think you should. And she just looks out the window. I don't think it's right to just offhandedly talk about these things without thinking of your own life and the people you will be leaving behind.
He's picked up the wire and moved back a little bit. God. He's kind the smile cracked for a moment, and his eyes haven't recovered it. Uh, okay, puts the mind aside. I think you're trying to say something right now. Maybe that's. I'm not. Maybe saying that I'm not being considerate enough. And I think that's what you're saying. If that is what you're saying, I would appreciate hearing it from somebody who isn't reading my mind at the moment. I'd appreciate it a little bit more. Uh,
Aka smiling. So you know.
okay. Okay. Pretenses are very important.
She turns off like the tech thoughts.
Or is that you drop it?
Yeah. I drop it.
Okay. So yeah, he doesn't react to you dropping it at all. By the way, he's moving more than he usually does a little bit. And that's still continued after you've dropped. After we backed away. And he's putting the wine down. He repeats, pretenses are important. I'm the host. I'm the future husband. I'm the lord of this manor. You are the honored guest, the fiance, the future wife, future person to be ruling the house by my side. You are also currently the leader of a very different house. I was going to be losing that position. How am I supposed to take you showing up here announced, and then coming into such a private room and probing me for questions, probing my mind for questions? And it's why am I even pausing? You read my mind anyway. It's not really fair. What is? It's, it's, I think you have a little bit more trust to earn before you start offering me suggestions, unfortunately. He's got a very pained look on his face, like he didn't really want to say that.
I know. And she like takes a sip. She's like calm. I
Sits.
know I don't have the right.
He was about to sit back up, and then he said that.
But if you were in my position, when the head of the house, your sibling's mother, just suddenly dies, and you're thrust into a position that you did not want, and even more so, you have to take care of your siblings who you don't really share much of a blood with, but you have to protect them. How would you feel if, in the off chance that the one person you were counting on was not someone you can actually count on? Eikar,
He was
when
looking and he looks
my
back.
before I embarked on this journey, I had considered you a gift from my parents because in the last 5 years, your name was the one thing that protected me and kept me alive. But in the off chance that you're the one person who could end everything, I'm not sure what to do anymore. I don't want my siblings to experience losing not only their parents, but a sister that they thought they could also rely on. I don't want them to hear the words that I heard when my mother died. And even more so, the words that my cousin spoke of when he deemed me unworthy of my position. And like her eyes are sharp, like she's not glaring at him, but like she's being honest in this moment.
Okay, this is a shift in his face. It softens a little bit. Like I think that's probably one of the first things he's heard you say that you can tell he believes. But then this is also it's just like this. It's hard to tell how some. It's hard to go from having such a very clear insight into what somebody's thinking to go back to their face. It's difficult. You know exactly what they're thinking, and then you don't, and you've got to try and figure it out again. But this is the first time you've seen a look where they've seemed to have some kind of realization. So they seem to have believed at least some of it. And there's this habit that he seems to have where he goes back to being uncertain. but part of it got through. He straightens back up, picks the wine up, takes a sip, put it back down. Well, if one thing's clear, it's that we both have our concerns. But so long as our parents' pact ensues, and I'm a gift, is if that's what you want to call me.
Mako
You always,
kinda like realized her words. She's like blushing right now. She
he thinks that he didn't believe that part. Does she try and hide the blush?
well, she like sort of covers her face with her hair.
Okay, you get that split second of, oh, maybe they were telling the truth face again, and then it's quickly followed by, you can't be certain. Okay. He that put a pause on his face. Continues speaking. So long as the pact ensues, your responsibilities are my responsibilities. So long as I can help it, you will not be dying. And your brother will be ready when they have to take the reins. It puts more accurately for a Trinidad to take the helm. In all honesty, I have a hard time trusting anybody with the burden of a noble title. So many things to consider. But I will trust that you at least want to prepare your brother for their time.
And so it's like just gonna nod. Because like she's a little emotional at the moment. Probably the wine. She's a little teary.
He's gonna stand up, grab a handkerchief, put it on the armchair side, and look out the window. I think we're both very tired, so I'm sure you're. Even after resting, you could use with some more. He goes to put a finger on his earpiece that he uses to communicate with the guards. Probably he's going to tell Bob to come open the door.
One moment, my lord. And like she like sort of like what is he wearing? Is he like wearing like what, a jacket or something? Like a suit? Is he still wearing a suit this time of day?
He's at least wearing a suit jacket.
Oh, I should just grab onto that.
Grab onto his suit jacket. Yeah.
Could you show me your hand for a moment?
Uh, he, as soon as when you touched him, his initial reflex was to pull away. He, he turns slightly to look at you, not showing his full face. Why? Sorry, that's rude.
No. It's all right. Considering a conversation.
He
As an
he
apology,
gives you
I'd
his hand.
like. You what?
He gives you his hand. Just
Oh,
puts it out, out to the side so you can do as you will with it.
wait.
Is
Which hand is this?
It's his right hand.
Okay.
The other one's just by the window.
As a little apology, uh, like Gonzalo like hovers her hand over like his, like using her left. Like, may I? Like just like a gesture to like if it's all right to like touch his hand.
He, he turns to face Lady Consuela with with his other hand by his face. Yes, and brings it back down to his side and gestures to go ahead. And he seems a little
Right.
uncertain, but he's just gonna go with it.
Okay. Mako like with her habit, she's gonna like start from his like the vein on his wrist. Like she's like going to like a trace with her ring finger, and then like up to his palm, and like just sort of like hold his hand. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds, and I'm gonna give him the was it platinum? Hold on, the silver one.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the silver. That's a fourth level
fourth
Cure
level
Wounds.
runes.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Apologies. Like so,
Yeah,
like
you
it
can just
starts
if
kind
you
of warm from the Cure Wounds, and like it gets slightly chillier, and then she like just slowly like removes her hand with like a satisfied smile. Consider it an apology. This is a little thing that will keep you safe for 4 hours or so.
so they kind of realizes that you've done something magical. Yeah, he gives a genuine smile, even if only briefly. Thank you. Uh, I guess this went somewhat better than I had thought. Uh,
Consuelo looks a little embarrassed because she was not like this was not also what she expected to happen. Well, the elders in The county did say if there's no passion to be shared, there should at least be friendship to make things work.
It's still like that brings the genuine smile back. And it, no pretense. I'm still not sure if I can trust you 100%, but I really hope you're not lying right now. Good night, Lady Gonzalo. He goes to open the door.
Before I sort of leave, would you like to know what I wanted to say earlier?
Of course.
I meant to say I've already lived my life knowing I'd be your wife. I don't think I could bear the thought of being with someone else. And she just like leaves the room and goes back to hers.
Uh, as you leave and you close the door, no, you'd usually hear steps. He's not moved. You've kind of stun locked him for a moment. And then but he eventually gets back to the chair. Yeah, hit him with the left right,
Yeah.
like the feint, double feint. They'd come back, then on the third time, expect it to be a feint, not a feint. They'd stun locked.
But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the others to come back. Well, Orchid slash Iris to come back to the room. At this point, Consuela's made up her mind. Her fiance is not involved in this incident.
Okay, well, we've got some stuff now. Yeah, everybody can unmute. Uh, uh,
Good job.
Wow.
What?
claps required. Claps required.
Clap, claps. Golf clap, golf clap.
I'm actually clapping, but it'll
But
also get
why?
spelled.
There you go.
For what? What? What is the clap? What is the
Wow.
clap for? I don't.
Wow.
I don't think
A
we did
scene behold.
anything.
The
Wow.
finishing move though. The finishing move.
Yeah, I've
That's
had that in my back pocket for a while. I wrote it
Could be
down.
worse. It
is
could
that
be
is that
worse.
actually genuine or is that just an act?
Oh yeah, that was genuine.
Ooh, spicy.
You
The
don't know
moment you
this.
stopped, no, above table, the moment you stopped the tech thoughts, that everything was genuine.
Oh.
Is if it's coming soon. The unprotected hand
No,
holding.
they kind of already did.
Protected hand
The
holding.
unprotected
Uncensored
stuff
hand holding.
Uncensored hand
kind of already
holding.
did.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
In public?
like
No.
he had a hard time telling whether you had closed it or not, but like he didn't have a way to tell you were mind reading. He just pieced it together.
I
Mm,
figured he just because when you dropped it he didn't react.
Yeah, so he was kind of. It's also one of the reasons he
trying to
was
figure it
talking
out.
less. He was talking. You just assumed you could hear what he was saying. And eventually he's like, oh, they've dropped it.
It's a learning lesson.
Like he
Yeah.
doesn't have being just for the record, Leon realizing that you had the detect magic up is very impressive. Like not many people do that casually unless they're already suspicious. So unless
Mm.
Leon was
Um.
suspicious, he's either Leon was suspicious of you, or he's talented enough with divination magic that he can just tell without even trying.
Damn, Leon. Smart AF.
Well.
So don't expect many people to be able to, to detect your use of magic. If it weren't for Leon, Eikar would just be a little confused and not quite sure what was going on, as he had no way of, as the only way he could tell that you were doing it or weren't doing it was from how you were reacting.
Yeah.
So, but after he realized, he started being like, "Oh, maybe they're being genuine. I didn't know nobles could be genuine." Okay.
To be fair, like Consuelo is built a little different.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think. I'm, oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. I haven't revealed that. Well, I guess you could already tell from like the the reference. No, not reference. The what is it again that you like asked, right?
What
The
did I ask? I
inspirations.
didn't ask.
Yeah, right. The
Huh?
inspirations. Like the
I said
inspiration
that?
for like yeah, the inspirations. Like if you couldn't tell from like the Regine Velasquez song, like that's already enough. Like to know what Consuelo really feels about this whole engagement. Like she's really not against it as like
Mhm.
people think she is.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it. Despite that, having seen his portrait, his like like only have heard like stories about him. Like she was like she like just trusted him from the get go.
It be like that.
Yeah,
Oh my god, interesting information though. Question mark.
which part?
I don't know.
All of it.
I didn't
I
drop
don't
a lot
know,
of news.
maybe. There's a lot of words being said today.
Yeah. Good thing we've got Quake and OBS just in case.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
thank you, Craig. Thank you, OBS.
Thank you, Craig, for getting all the sweet, juicy tea in 4K.
In high
It's
definition.
got
Surround
high
sound.
definition. Get
Yeah,
that face boosted.
but also
You
like
really
I
need
will
to join.
say like
Mm.
Consuelo's not completely innocent. Like she's kind of the
What
way
give it
she
away?
uses her words. No, I mean the words that she uses, like the things that she like, the sentences that she uses, like they're always meant to appeal to the other person.
So he was a bit. So it was kind of justified that he was a bit like,
Yeah,
Calculated
yeah,
words. Can't blame him though.
yeah,
He's
okay,
picking and
well,
choosing her words very
yeah.
carefully.
yeah.
Good to know he was right to be cautious then. He was. He was just like, okay, noble probably chooses their words very carefully. I'm not sure about this one, but just in case. And it's like, ah,
This one is a
I
question
was right.
mark.
Yes.
He
And
was
like
right
at the
and
same
some was wrong.
time, like
Yeah, it's
since
definitely good. It's
there's
definitely
yeah,
hard for him to trust what you're saying when you're saying so many things that he would want to hear.
mm,
Because he knows
Mm-hmm.
and
that's
there's like yeah, that's basically it.
That's pretty much it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but there's also the fact that like there is some information that Consuelo knows that y'all don't know about Ikar, and she, you know, it's something that they share. It's a common trait. That's why she like also kind of brought it up.
This will not change the situation, even if you say this now. This will not change how some of us will act. It's like, okay, that will not change how I will behave in the future. Nope. Thank you for
I still
letting me
like you,
Yeah,
know.
bitch.
It will
I
not.
still like you,
It won't
bitch.
change. It's like I won't change my behavior though. It's like thank
yeah,
you for
yeah,
telling me. No change in
yeah.
behavior.
But like it's a good like it's just a little thing that's there.
We'll see.
My favorite
We'll
part of
see.
these characters is definitely having like uh, is feeling exactly what they want to say and what I want to say, and knowing that neither them or I should say it, even if we both really want to. It's like I'm exactly in the character's steps. Was like we both really want to say this, but we both know we really shouldn't.
Yeah. Oh,
I love
like I
being in
guess
that
this is.
situation.
Would you like? Would you share with us like? Because he did say that Ikar knows that Mako is also the type. Well, seems to be the type since she's a noble to like say the words that like the other person would want to hear in a conversation. Does that mean that like some of the words that she said before she dropped the the detect thoughts like did appeal to him? Kind of want to know. Is that like is that allowed?
Maybe not. That's not
Just I'll give you like a half answer. Uh, like if somebody was saying a lot of things to and they were reading your mind, right? And you weren't angry that they were reading your mind, but after they started saying certain things, like what would you be angry about?
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Yeah, yeah. It's the last part, isn't it?
It's a few things, honestly.
Yeah, but most specifically, like that last part when she brought up, like,
Yeah. I think we can talk about it more later. We don't want to give too much away to
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
plebeians.
yeah,
wow. Okay, sorry we're plebeians. Damn.
yeah.
Not noble enough. Mm.
Fine. We don't want to be a noble anyway.
Exactly. Who cares about that status? We could just throw it away. It doesn't matter.
Okay, you don't. You can say that, but that's not fair for the
Who
other two.
wants an empty title?
Okay. We've had quite a bit of tea on the Marco end, and Marco walking back to the room. A lot of things just happened, but it's not the shortest walk. Like even though it's just one hallway and a turn, it really hammers home that this is a big house and there's not much in it. And you return back to your room, and once you've left that and things calm down, it gets really quiet. And you just gotta wait in the quiet. Unless you find something to do.
I can't really message the others right now. I'll have to wait for them to message me.
Correct.
So
So
yeah.
that was a pretty long conversation. So I'm gonna say that that conversation is still going on while once they finish following the kobold tracks out of the manor and then cast detect object or locate object.
Did we locate the object? Did it ping?
This is a pretty it's 1,000 feet, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Bloop. Tell me it bloops.
But
Okay. So
Yes?
you locate object on
The
the locket.
necklace. Uh-huh.
You get every once and you get a brief of a like well like on the very precipice of 1,000 feet above you.
Aha!
Oh,
Wait, above me?
which direction?
Yeah, and it flies off and straight out of range.
God damn it!
Wait, which
So
direction?
Which
Which
it was
direction?
directly above, like barely in range,
God
Which
damn it.
direction? Which
directly up.
Upward?
direction? Up?
oh my god.
Oh my god, is it a
Oh my
bird?
god.
Oh
It's a
my
What?
god,
Drake.
if it was
It's a
maybe oh
Drake.
yeah, it could
Oh
be a drake.
no.
Or
I
it could
look
be a
up.
wyvern.
It's
We
oh
don't
no,
know.
it's 1,000 feet. I can't see that far. Oh
Do we
god
see
damn it.
something flying up?
No,
Up high?
it went out of range up.
I mean, do we see, even if it's not in range, do we see anything up?
It's dark out. No,
Oh,
not even
stop
slight.
it.
It,
It's dark out. We have dark vision.
So you know who has the locket, and you know it's probably the worst
I
person to have the locket.
know. God damn it.
Oh,
God damn it. I
sucks.
I reconnect with Tofu in my horn. You know our next target will be. Where's
Lem.
up, my baby boy?
Are we
Let's
really gonna
go.
go after? I mean, above table, I'm
Not
asking.
tonight.
I mean,
Eventually, but
well,
not
what do
tonight.
like? What's our
Okay.
wait? Above table. This is me asking. It's like, what's our plan once we do go after it eventually? Not now, but like, what do we hope to learn from this? Who
Save
took
the
it?
kids.
I mean, are we sure it's with the kid?
It's with the kobolds for sure now. If we get to find where the locket is, we'll probably find where the kobolds are.
I
Except
guess.
unless they throw it elsewhere and got us misdirected.
Well,
That's the thing I was
if they're
wondering
behaving anything
about.
like they were around the outposts, you know
The worst part is they shot it up in the sky, which means it won't give us any direction where to go next.
Mm.
you know that if there's anything like they were behaving around the outposts, that uh, this this one of the three is usually sent out for scouting, reconnaissance, and and is almost always flying around
Yeah, it's the
away from
hardest one to locate.
the base. Yeah, especially when you've limited to the ground of 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet isn't much as soon as you get into the sky.
Yep.
I did a
1,000
quick
feet.
I did a quick research on how high birds usually fly around town, and it is much more than 1,000 feet.
Yeah, 1,000 feet is not super high for a bird. That's pretty low flying.
So as soon as you went in, it went straight up. As
Does it
it only
know
came down
we
to
were
check
looking
something.
for it? Oh, God.
It seems to have just
So
been
many.
come down to see something and then went back to being
They're,
discreet.
they're probably watching. And when they
Probably. Yeah.
found out that we're looking for something, they flew away like a coward.
Like a coward. Oh,
Yeah,
God
right.
damn.
Insult them. Maybe then they'll come and show themselves.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
provoking
no.
I
them.
mean,
Insult
they
them to
may.
death.
Mhm.
Oh,
They may just
shit.
feel salty enough
They may.
to retaliate.
Yeah, hey. If you
'Cause
curse
I'll
them enough,
definitely
you
do
may.
that.
Huzzah! My
Sorry,
baby
can you
boy,
spot
no!
this?
What
His
you say to
findings?
me? You say the face. Say it.
Did he tell us about it? Or
Oh
is he
my
keeping
god.
this a secret?
But you
Yeah.
saw him
Don't
Say
tough
cast
with
a
the
just
spell.
ground,
kidding.
bark.
You would have seen him cast a spell after following him.
I
Out.
did we have a dispel? Yes,
He
dispel.
Huh?
casted locate
I
object, so
did.
you
I did.
most
I know
spells are
locate
pretty
object.
obvious.
But it's
Yeah.
out of range now, so it won't matter if you cast it again.
That's
Unless
not
you have
good.
fly.
Why
Do
on
you have
earth
any
would I?
means of flying?
Hold on. Rice is looking at the spells. Wait, I know I had. Maybe. Hold on. I don't
Ooh.
wanna. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Or maybe I'm just not reading right. No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
You
I
only
don't have fly.
recently
I
got
wish
third level spells.
I know. Shut up. Let me dream. Shut up. Let me dream. I wish. An only dream.
You'll see Bizarre waving his fist up in the air. I'll get you next time.
This is totally stealthy.
Says a lot about the circumstances. If we know that they just flew upwards. That's not
Ay,
good. Now is it?
it's not. I don't know where to go next after this.
Well, we know they're here, I guess. They, them, here, kind of.
If
It's also possible
they're
that they're here
watching
as well.
this area, they might come back. But that's very not reliable information. So I don't know where to go after this. Probably should go back to the capital and keep Galen safe.
I mean, presumably that's the best course of action, unless there's something else to investigate here. It kind of just vaguely looks around in the last in a vague direction towards where their quarters were, wherever that
Mm,
direction may be.
You know for
Well,
sure that they're at the very least doing reconnaissance in this area, and that they got supplies from this general area. You don't know how, and that they used a tunnel and the teleportation circle to help transport them.
I mean, we do know that this was a place that they'd passed through, so it's likely that they might do so
It's more than that.
soon.
You know they got supplies specifically from this area. You don't know how they got those supplies, but they were at least at some point officially registered supplies, gotten from an official source. You just don't know how they acquired them.
I know, that's exactly what Noel is telling Bazaar and the others. he's literally just reiterating the thoughts. It's like, we know they went here. We know they passed through here. So at some point they might pass through again, but that's also unlikely and we don't really want to sit
yeah,
and
we
twiddle
already
our
broke the
thumbs.
magic circle. I
That is true, we
I
did.
it feels
They
like this
they
place has
broke the
already
magic
been
circle.
compromised.
We didn't break anything yet. They broke it before we did. Remember?
Yeah.
They
Which means
disabled it.
they knew that this place has already been compromised. Well,
But that
they go back.
They broke it to prevent you from
Keep us
following
out.
them.
Oh, so there's a possibility that they don't know that we're here, except for the
They
fact
don't.
that one of them started flying away from this direction.
Oh, they were just
That's the
flying
thing.
upwards.
We don't know. We don't know what the flying upwards is. All we know is like the thing we're looking for went upwards. That's it.
That's
That's
fair.
all we really know.
So
What we
stay
do know
here
is
for a
that
while
we
and
don't.
see.
Yeah, we could stay here for a while,
But
investigate,
for how
keep.
long?
I don't know. I personally don't want to
What
really
if?
stay here for too long.
You could
We
just
can
send a
only
Yeah,
text.
keep up these disguises for so long, you know.
I'm also worried about the kid that we're keeping in the inn. What if they come back after him, found out that he's staying here, and
At most, we
get him
have
back
3 days before
3 days.
the twins do anything severely damaging to our pockets. Mine. But we have at most
Maybe
3 days to keep those kids occupied.
Yeah, even though we may not want to. Though there's a chance we could just send the twins with the
Oh,
kid back
back to the capital.
to the capital. Yeah, just so we know that the kid is at least in a safe place and not with them or out here.
I personally don't mind that. I would likely. It's better than having the kid around and having one extra person to worry about in this circumstances. Less problems, the better for us in the long run, really.
Okay, so how about you guys contact Nick Trin and let him know that the twins will return back to the capital with Galen, while we're going to keep staying here for a couple more days to check if the kobolds are going to return. And that's it.
Sounds
Above
like a plan.
table.
Above table, yes.
I feel like they will come back because I remember they did say they had some plans for Eikar. So
There
there's
was a
probably
conversation
going to
that
be
needed to
something.
happen. That's also what I recall.
Yeah,
But we
If
don't
there's a
know
so
when
conversation
it'll
going
happen.
to happen,
that's the
it's
thing.
still probably
That's the
going to be
problem.
at night.
At the
And
very
yeah,
least, it will be before the ritual.
Hmm. And how
in
many days
18
are
days.
we?
18?
18?
Last I recall. Yeah, it should be around 18. 18. So
When
not that
you
far
when
away.
the sun will rise on the 84th. So
Yeah, so really not helpful in our situation because first of all, we're certain that this conversation is going to happen at some point. When it's going to happen is kind of the issue because we don't want to overstay our welcome, especially here, especially as we don't know when it'll happen, and we are also on a ticking time clock. So that's the thing though. We don't really know where to find the kids because it could either have gone up or it's somewhere within the area or within the county. We don't know. I don't have enough information for that. Unless we did, and I just had a memory lapse. One of the two, maybe. Did we know where the kids are? Or, like, did we have any idea where the kids are at this point? Because we know they
they
were
had
here. They went
they had
here.
already
They,
teleported most of the
yeah, they
kids
teleported.
before Orchid came through. The only one, the only reason they were still teleporting and hadn't closed it off was because one of them, Galen, had put up a fight and had to be restrained before he could be brought through.
Great
And then
kid.
we got to Galen before anything got worse. So we don't know what we're gonna do, but we do have some information, but we don't know what to do with the information. So many things we could do.
Yeah, contact Dick Train, have the twins go back to the capital with the kid, and we'll stay here for further investigation.
The thing is, if we send the twins in, do you think they'll come back on their own? They don't have an incentive.
Come
Probably
back.
not.
They won't come back.
That's
They
why I
won't come
want
back.
you guys to talk to Nick Train first.
Okay, I know to warn him about the plans that we're gonna be making, but also
Yeah.
it's
And
this
he'll
is
make a call whether to get the twins back or not.
dude. Well, one step at a time, I guess. Oh, Noel's gonna call Nectrin, I guess.
Wait, what time is it? Because
What time is it?
It's the same time zone.
oh, okay.
Which is what time?
What time is
Nighttime?
it?
Like 3 a.m.
After this, 1.5.
It's only 1. Well, it's not that far off then.
You
It's
woke up
probably
about
still
1.
up.
Maybe
He's
Noel
a
will call him
workaholic.
later. He's called him at odd hours before, so maybe he'll call him at a reasonable hour.
Okay,
After
Yeah.
his
maybe
discussion with Mako.
later in the breakfast.
Sure, maybe, okay. We'll have it at breakfast then.
We check into the inn, make sure that they're okay. Call,
I've
use the
checked
sigil,
in.
contact the twins.
Did they have a sigil? Yes, we gave them one sigil.
Yeah, you gave mine.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah,
Probably
They're gonna have
wasn't
to
good
give
at
that
you
it.
have
back
to
before they leave.
learn.
Okay, Noel's gonna contact the twins, and then somebody else can contact Nectrin. Good luck, Orchid. That's your turn. It's your turn now. I have
Not it.
volunteered to
Not
be
it.
calling the twins. Not it. Not it. Not it.
Nose goes.
How are things going? Everything
Bad.
good? Send
Everything's on
response
fire.
if anything dangerous in the area.
SOS.
That's it.
Beans, beans, beans.
Oh no,
Beans.
we're being attacked.
Beans.
Beans, beans, beans. We're fine.
This feels like beans. This feels like a beans moment.
Chill out. We're fine.
Not.
Thanks for the money. Sucker.
I
Suckers.
hate these. Oh, Noel just takes a deep breath. She's like, they're
Send
fine.
more.
We were trying to sleep, Rick.
How rude.
Oh, Noel doesn't
Rude.
bother to respond. Can't anyways.
Rude for someone who's been paying your bills.
They don't give.
For
They don't
For
care.
real.
real?
That's not the problem. They just want to have fun. That's it.
Privileged
We
and
Nobles just
spoiled.
wanna have fun.
fun.
Oh, twins just wanna have fun.
No.
You hit
No.
signal from.
No. Stop it. Get some help.
From a local bard.
Stop it. Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh,
Oh!
Anyways,
Anyway, so what's the plan? Shall we go back to the
message the
manor?
twins. Orchid needs to message Nictrin in the morning. That is her job.
Ah,
why
Not
in the
it.
morning?
Because it's 1 a.m. Don't be. Orchid, I understand
It
if
is
you
the
don't mind
morning.
really calling her.
it is the morning. You can
Later.
call him
For
now.
real. It's the
When
morning.
people are
Who
fed and
sleeps
had,
anyway?
their morning drinks.
He's a workaholic. He's probably still awake.
Just because he's a
Yeah.
workaholic, that doesn't mean you can't be at least conscientious about his, preference and not being bothered when he's working, of all things.
This is work, though. Pretty important work.
I mean, this is not important work.
That way we can send. Oh, I guess the twins can. Wait, do they have teleportation scrolls?
No.
Oh no!
We gave them.
How-
No, we didn't.
Oh
We didn't.
no!
We don't have X. And I don't think we
We
have
only
extras.
have one, and that's for
We
all of
don't.
us. God damn.
So this is the part where I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a problem if we do send them back because they're not gonna be able to come back.
Send them
I
back.
just
Send
asked
us.
Nictrin.
I mean, do
It's
we really
going.
need
Oh
them? I
wait,
mean, no, this is above table. Do we really need them here? I don't think we do.
Not really.
Not
They're
really.
kind of
They're just
useful.
Handle
They're
it.
just help. They're just. They have their uses.
Mm.
they've
We're
been
gonna miss them when
helpful,
we let them
but
go.
they've been helpful, but not at the moment.
Not at the moment. They're only selectively helpful. Otherwise, they're useless.
They did great at the outpost, though.
At the outpost, but we are no longer in the outpost, and we have We are
They
past the
were
point of
that-
getting.
they were the most useful when you got captured by the drow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
We don't.
yep.
We don't talk
And
about that.
the chances of getting kidnapped are high
I don't-
again. So
That's true.
I don't want to think about that.
There are probably drow watching the house, by the way.
This house.
Oh,
We should get
uh
out of here.
oh wait,
That's
maybe
why
we
can't
can well
overstay our welcome.
didn't what's his name?
Oh,
I don't
um,
remember. The
Who?
fiance. I forgot his name.
Or
Didn't he
Richard? No, not Richard. Eikar.
Ikar. Yeah, didn't he offer or someone offer to make some type of oh wait, no, that was an idea. For us to get back to the capital for whenever we decided to leave.
yeah.
Leon.
If you like,
Leon.
if you guys leave with like Mako, yeah.
If we leave with her,
You
it's the
could ask.
question.
Yeah. We could ask them a favor instead of
We
having the
could.
fiance travel on foot again.
We could do that, but also.
Leon could probably help you teleport.
Mm.
Sure, yeah.
We can tell him that we have to take a quick trip back to the capital and then come back, and
You
that'll
could just send the
just
twins
do
by
that.
themselves.
We could, but also wouldn't it be suspicious to
We
bring the
will
twins
be
and the
revealing
child?
that the twins are here with the kid,
Suspicious.
especially with the car.
Yeah, unless he's not
Unless
gonna
he's
care who we bring
interested.
in, but it will be super suspicious because that child will definitely be very familiar to nobles. It's
Yeah,
a noble child, so let's
the noble child.
expose her, especially the twins too, because they're also related to Nick Trin, so he'd probably recognize them. So that's also not a good idea. It's not a
Twins
good
Yeah.
can disguise
idea.
themselves very easily. It
True.
Oh, that's.
might
But
be
he's
difficult
a
to
Mako
disguise
might
divination
them.
also
wizard.
polymorph
Yeah, it might be difficult to
one
disguise
of them.
from a divination wizard.
Yeah, that's the thing though. If he cancels out the divination, the disguises don't matter. They're gone.
That's the
They're
problem.
just non-existent. That doesn't really matter unless they use a disguise kit because that's not. Hi, Sasha. That's not really magic. That's just
I
makeup
think
skill.
no. This no, this is better gaming. It's not.
I wonder if True Sight would work on disguise kits.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm.
I mean, I would. That's the thing, though. True Sight would just. I assume True Sight would only work if it was something magical. But if it's just applying makeup, it's not like. I don't think
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
would be
what
good.
is
Also,
True
also,
Sight
if it did,
sees your true form, so maybe it sees you like your fucking soul or some
Without the
shit.
makeup? Maybe, but that doesn't make
Your skeleton.
sense.
It can see
Does
into your
that
ethereal
Your
plane, and you
skeleton.
and you already
that
see the ethereal plane.
does that mean they know the real identity of Gareth?
Gareth.
First of all,
And-
Noelle is
Well, they
using
wouldn't
only makeup
recognize
because
you.
you wouldn't. Noelle has
Yeah, he
removed
wouldn't
most of his distinguishing features, which is his eyes and
No,
his
even if
hair
he
color.
could,
First of all,
even if he
and his
could see
skin.
you, like Leon wouldn't recognize you. Leon wasn't here when you were
Exactly,
here.
Leon. Leon wouldn't know because he's never met Leon. Like Leon's the first time.
Yeah, but
Noelle has only
if
met
True
Leon
Sight
once.
sees
This is
the
the first time.
real version of your soul, then wouldn't he be suspicious that oh, this guy is in disguise? Why?
I'm just putting out theories right now. Like I haven't got a decision on whether True Sight works on makeup or not.
Theories. No, I
Then
assume
since it did happen,
this is
we
me.
can do it
True Sight
again.
works. We could do it. No, this is just me making an
Is
assumption.
that a
But
go from the DM?
who knows? The DM has not thought of this yet, but I go maybe. Peer pressure.
Maybe.
Do we just go buy more teleportation whatevers? Go buy them.
It's not
It's gonna be
available in
Ourselves.
hard to
this
come by
now.
here.
If you wanted one from
Yeah.
this town, you'd have to get it custom made for very expensive.
We don't have the money for that. No, we don't. We don't.
Let's just stay for a while and just go back there all together.
No.
But our
Also, no.
children, they're
This is both
exposed.
above. This is both above table and not. But there's just a question: Did we know that the drow are watching? We know my dad was there, but
It's highly likely.
They
I
just
mean, I
don't want
guess
you
it's an
escaping.
assumption at this point. I mean, I guess it's also an assumption that Noel can easily make. It's like, yeah, if dad was there, he assumes the rest are there too. So
Yeah,
just
Are
they're
we?
probably hoping you leave the area so they can kidnap you in private.
Yeah. Are we
that's
actually
Yeah,
going
pretty
to
good.
be
that sounds
safe to
right.
stay here for 3 more days?
Well, they can't do anything
Oh,
to you while you're in that house.
That's the thing. We
what
can't.
if
They
we?
can't
What
do
if?
anything to me. It's also bad for me to be in this house.
I forgot. Were they? Can they kidnap Noel if he's at the Capitol too? Like there, just in there.
No,
He.
I'm pretty sure they can't.
Well,
Mm,
Me saying I don't know if they can, but I'm sure they couldn't.
they
If they wanted
probably
to, they'd have to
can.
show up to the king and get a warrant from the king.
Yeah, exactly. They need to have reasons. Even though the king has already said, "Well, I can't help you with your problems."
Yeah,
Everyone knows
they'd have
that.
to
This
make
is
it
why he
public.
wanted to
Though.
finish this. Because if they manage to accomplish this, saving the kids, ending the ritual, la di da, he has
Yeah, the king.
enough
Oh,
pull
yeah.
Yeah,
to be able
the
to
king.
not. You'd be like, you can't leave me alone. His family.
Yeah, so long as you're a citizen of the Drow country, the king can't say no. You can't have your citizen back, but they'd have to ask publicly, or at least have an official
Yeah,
mechanism.
they don't want that. They want to do it as discreetly as possible. That's why they're trying to yoink him. Why can't they
Oh,
just
because of
do this later? Like, can't they wait? Your assassination plot, sister, can wait. Saving children is much more important. The old woman will die eventually. You just don't need to speed up the process yet. Chill.
they need to go hire professionals if they want somebody dead.
yeah, not
Yeah.
us.
Easier than trying to kidnap
Are you
a
volunteering, Orchid?
poor soul. No,
We're
Professionals.
very
no. Well,
No,
no.
You
nobody
see, people
volunteers
are
for
prepared
it.
for
Okay,
professionals. They're not prepared for idiots.
yeah.
it's true though,
That's fair.
because idiots are unpredictable.
Yeah,
Understandable, but
well,
that doesn't make
to be
this
fair, like
okay.
the smarter somebody is on a crime, the easier it is to figure out that they've done it, because you know what type of person's done it. If they completely have no idea what they're doing,
Ha ha ha! You thought we have a plan all along. We're
all it
just
takes to stop people
barely
from
scraping by.
being able to find enough evidence to incriminate
We
you is to
don't
bury
know
them
how we
in a desert.
survive either.
We don't know why we're still alive. So
We
we're
don't know
just
that
as surprised as
either.
you are.
And you have
Yes,
oxygen in
so
your lungs.
yes, we know that, but like in a general sense, we don't know how we lived this long. We don't
Anyway, what are
actually
you
know
guys
how
doing?
long we lived.
I'll go
Well,
back
we managed.
home. I mean, manor.
Okay,
How
you
you
sneak
settled
back
so
in.
fast? It's your home now.
Yeah,
We live here now. We're
we
also
live here
getting
now.
married to
This is
Ikar.
our home now. We are
Well,
now
we
Right.
all remember
citizens
we
of
all
the
remember the
town.
wording. Like, Noel's back in home.
Oh, shut up! I don't want. Nothing I say will make anything
Noel,
right.
for you.
You're going to marry us. All of
What?
us.
We're
Oh,
all getting
I'm sorry.
married
I'm sorry.
together.
Come back. Huh? What? 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 Sorry, I missed this thing. What did you just say?
You're going to
That's the
marry
only
all of us.
way. That's
What
the
is
only
this? A
way
poly
to get out of the
It's the
relationship?
only
problem.
way.
We didn't talk about this
Mm.
beforehand. Hold on. We need to set up some
You signed
permissions
a
here.
contract in your sleep. In your
Wait, what?
sleep.
How
That's
dare
Yeah.
you?
You
probably
said I do in
null
your
and
sleep.
void, but you don't know it.
He doesn't sleep though. What are you talking
You
about?
don't
He sleeps
even
less
know the
than
contract existed, so you can't actually fight it.
hmm
Yeah.
And
I
also,
can
you
fight
did
it if
go to
I stab
sleep, so
myself.
that was on you for going to sleep.
Ah,
Actually,
First of all, you're not in the same room as I am. I'm stuck with the
eh,
brothers. You shush.
I didn't say I did the forcing for the signing here. I didn't. I didn't do that. It was me.
God, what are we doing?
also, the contract happened way before last night.
Mm,
Way before last night, so it happened a long time ago.
Yeah,
a
probably
long
when
time
we fought
ago,
some shadows or something. Probably back in
or
Circle. Who
something.
knows?
There was a lot of stuff happening back then, so you know.
Well, While you're trancing, Orchid and Bizarre are just orchestrating a different types of contracts that you sign while you're asleep.
While you're
You did
trancing,
that.
streaming counts as being asleep.
Yeah.
So can you really null and void it?
Oh. So
He was
it
not a
is
willing
legal.
participant. No,
They
it's
probably
not.
just wake up.
No.
Though.
It's
Yeah.
our backup plan.
Yeah.
The
This is very
contract.
light sleep.
In
What are you
in
talking
in
about?
case adventuring didn't go well for both of us, you
Marry into
have
the
to
noble
marry.
family.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
that's our
that's the final
that's our
option.
way out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There could be other options, you know. It doesn't have to be that. You
Well,
could
This was
you're
all
the
the way in the
quickest.
beginning. There were no other
Yeah,
pick
options.
you're
a
the quickest
better
one.
choice. Don't settle for less. Go
What
for
do you mean less?
more.
You mean fucking
Less.
5-star treatment in the noble family?
Well,
Yes, not
I
this
I
one. You
don't
Better
can
think
than
pick
what we
a
were doing.
5-star.
You could go to a different family, not this one. This one's too messed up for you. You go to the, I don't know, the
Well,
Calveras. I don't know.
Nothing's too messed up for us, or for me at least.
Oh, you haven't lived in that house. You don't know what you're saying. You're delusional.
well,
And
Orchid
well,
is a
Well,
Orchid's
I am
female,
female.
so
delusional,
Yeah,
so
Orchid
I
is a
am
female,
delusional, so it
so
helps.
she'll probably fare
Sure.
better than Bizarre.
So would they want to mix their no? This is just me saying random words at this point. This is no way in canon. This is just me spouting words. Will they want to mix their blood with you? That's a big question. Who knows?
Excuse
do some
you,
half drowse.
Orchid?
Exactly.
Excuse
That's
you?
what I thought.
Who
Excuse.
doesn't want? Who doesn't
Like,
want to have Orchid's blood?
if this was a normal family, who wouldn't really want her? I would want her, but this is not a normal family in any sense of the word. It's not normal. Abnormal. I guess
Okay,
it's normal
fine.
in Drow
Orchid,
society, but Noel's probably the weird one. He's like he's not normal in these
Orchid, I'm sorry, but you have
circumstances.
to marry Annalise now.
No,
Oh my
don't no.
god.
Maybe his
Ah,
other
yes, that
sister,
seems like a
maybe
proper
not her.
solution.
Yeah,
It's like, I know
why
you're
not the good
crazy and
one?
you want to kill your brother, but we can work this out together. Me and you.
No.
You can
Uh-huh.
kill you?
Don't marry Anna. Anna's a
Oh,
psychopath.
that's some news.
Well.
No. Anna,
Love of how
no.
dear
But
reader.
his other sister, though, yes, maybe allowed.
Your reader.
He will welcome this. I did.
Well, the
He's like,
crazy
you know
sister's
what?
already married, so
I'm not a
You can
homewrecker,
pick Arya.
so
You're not a
no,
homewrecker, but you can also marry Arya. Noel doesn't know shit. What's happening in this family? Who's married and who's not? Maybe he has a niece or a nephew.
You
He
should
doesn't
check
know.
in with your
marriage
family
is
more.
it. I don't think marriage is monogamous in Drow society.
It's not. I mean, I assume it's not, but his mom was special because she's like, I don't really want. I only want this
So
one. This one
Yeah, she
only.
couldn't
you're
struggle for that.
you're
Yeah, she
telling
did.
us we can all marry Annalise.
No,
she
I'm
can
not
choose
telling
one
you
of
to go
us.
marry Arya. Don't
Or we
marry
can or
Anna.
she can marry all of
Marry
us.
Arya. Marry
He says,
her.
how about instead of killing Noelle, you marry every single one of us here? There's like two of
Oh my
us.
god,
Maybe
why
three.
would
Sounds
he marry
Maybe
good.
the
three.
one who wants to kill him,
Mhm.
not the one who wants to keep him safe? What is wrong with you guys?
But
Trying to
It's
bribe
an
him,
easy trade.
Trying to bribe.
You
but
pick
Arya
one?
doesn't have political power.
Not yet. She doesn't. He doesn't know. I'm speculating. Not yet. She doesn't. She could if she really tried it. But big
Then let's
sis, big
just kill
sister.
Annalise and make Arya the queen or whatever.
I didn't make
Or
everything super
whatever.
complicated. Look,
They don't have a queen.
see, the problem is, even if you do get rid of his eldest sister, there are literally other cousins on the line who
We'll
want
kill
this
them
position.
all.
There's too
That's a
many of them.
problem we'll handle when we
Love
get
this.
The
there.
bloody
First,
Game of
Yeah.
marriage.
Thrones.
It really is a
Oh,
Game of
Game
Thrones
of
if you really think
Thrones.
about it. Oh, I didn't.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
A game of what is it? A game of sects.
It is. Though. It kind of is though. But it'd be like that.
I need 400 points more. So what's the plan? Go back to the manor, get some rest
You're in the manor
again.
now. Yeah, you weren't that
You're
far.
still in the man.
We
You
we can
left to
sort
do
of whisper and
text
talk.
object.
Whisper and talk.
Went back in.
Whisper and walk.
Should we
Pass
check in
got
with
trace.
Mako? No, pass without trace is down.
Um,
Yeah, you
do I
still have the
know
+5, so you're fine.
We
right
still
now?
have
We
the
know where Mountain
spindle,
Room
yeah.
is. When we're about 120 feet from where our quarters are, I am going to message Mako. It's 120 feet. I just want to be on the cusp of it. Gonna
You weren't
be
that
like,
far anywhere, so you can do that pretty much instantly. Go.
sure.
Message sent.
I
Message sent.
Message sent.
You probably. Okay, for the sake of convenience, like you probably have sent. We'll say you talked about what to do before entering the manor, so that you don't send the message while they're in the middle of the conversation.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We don't talk about plans. Planning is not our style because we don't listen to plans. We say
We
we
talk
plan.
about
We don't.
rambling. You rambled for a bit before when going into the building, and then you sent the message.
Investigation turned up leads. Not sure what.
I
It
think you would
might
have to
have
get.
danger around.
I think you would have to go into
Unsure?
the house before for it to be.
Yeah, no,
One, two,
Yeah,
I'm
because
I'm making this message as we're already inside out.
12,
So I don't want
Wait,
to do that.
sorry. Could you like repeat it? Like it kind of cut off on my end.
Hold on, ma'am, lady.
Sure,
Let me
sure.
get my bearings straight.
Yeah, just for the record, you would have to, like, 120 feet isn't a big enough range for you to message Marco from outside the house.
Yeah, which is why I said I was doing it inside when we were already inside on the way when we're
You do it on
100.
the side. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I said I
What?
was doing this when I was going inside when we were on the way to the room. Anyways,
Sorry,
on the
ADHD.
way.
I had to. I wanted to see how big my house was. It's pretty big.
It's okay. I figured that's why I repeated it twice. So, anyways, it's like, hey, so I'm not sure. Sorry, I got distracted by my cat. Stuff. Investigation turned up some stuff. Not really sure what to do about it. Might have some lingering danger outside the mansion pertaining to me specifically. Unsure how to proceed. How are things on your end?
Bit
Even
emotional.
reply to this message.
Mako thinks for a second. She's like getting ready for bed again. And she just receives this message like, what the heck?
Sorry.
From what I can tell, Eikar knows about the missing children,
Oh, joyful,
but
he says, loudly enough for the others to hear.
nothing suspicious. That's it.
Oh, also not
Mm.
surprising. He says even louder.
But like that's like I don't know where she like cuts off the message. Like that's all she's going to say.
So interesting facts I've just learned from our lady. Apparently,
Hmm.
the lord of the house knows about the missing children. Whether or not he's related to this case, still unknown. Lady seems to think otherwise. But, that's sort of
I
expected in this.
mean,
Just for the record,
they are part of the big family, so assuming that they're keeping the bowl, they're probably
Yeah,
within the
they've probably
know
been informed
by the
to
Likely.
king.
stay.
But I mean, this is just a
Yeah.
confirmation that, like, oh, he does know. It's not, does he know? It's okay, we know he
But
knows now.
yeah, is it
yeah,
he knows
just for the
he
record,
knows, or is it he knows
Uh,
because he's involved?
Can I tell from how she said that? What kind of no
No,
he know?
Mako probably doesn't know that either.
I mean,
Which one?
based on how she said it, can I insight what is she trying to say? It's like, does she believe that he knows, or does she just say that he knows that he said that he knows, so he
You
knows?
said
And does,
you said knows a lot there. You're gonna need to use some different words and be more specific.
Does it?
can he figure out if her intention in saying that coincides with my understanding that the Lord of the House likely mayhaps understands more of the situation than we know exactly? Is those big enough explanationing words big enough for you, sir? Because
Explanationing words.
shut up. English hard.
That's a lot of information you're trying to get out of 4 words.
Oh my god, what is her intention in saying that? Is it
Yeah, I know, but it's
directly as is or nah?
Does it?
Yes or nah?
Yeah. I think does she or in our perspective, do we think that Mako
Do I believe her? Yes or no? That's the
believes
question.
that Eikar knows it because it's a
At
general
face
knowledge
value.
within the noble group, or does he know it because he's involved?
Okay, let's make it simpler. At face value,
Yeah, you
do I
can. Yeah,
believe
so
it exactly as it is?
so
Yes or no?
with how much little information you can get from 4 words, Marco doesn't find that he knows suspicious. Just, I think you can get that. If they think he might be more involved, that'd take more like direct prying.
You guys can just talk.
Yeah. Yeah, I
At
think you'd
1
have to
a.m.,
ask
what
them
kind of
about that in
psychopathy
person.
are
That's
you?
not really something you can just Now, are they just pretending that they're not suspicious, or are they actually suspicious? Like, I think that's too specific to get from basically a text message.
This is,
Of course.
Noelle overthinks this shit, so it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
we're gonna have this conversation at
So,
breakfast.
so,
I
Noelle's
got what I
definitely
need.
like, there's a possibility that they're just deceiving themselves into thinking that they're not suspicious. So Noelle thinks that's a possibility, but they have no way of tipping the scales towards either answer.
Exactly. So, and he's just like, I'm gonna put this aside.
Yeah, so
It's
no
late.
insight check.
We might as well take a rest and consider the rest of what to do for later after breakfast, perhaps.
Just for the record, Marco is definitely more tired than everyone else.
Yeah.
So
I'm not questioning that. Though we don't know what she really did, but I could figure it out in the morning. In the morning.
in the morning.
Oh my god, wait, sorry, like, look, I forgot. I took the handkerchief. I forgot to return it. And I'm
That's
not
fine.
returning it
You can
right
keep it.
now. Thank you. Forgot
He's not
about
gonna.
that.
He's not gonna take it. But he's not gonna be like, "Hey, bitch,
Ooh.
bag."
Ooh. A
Drop
remembrance
everything we
from their
just talked about.
uncensored hand holding. Something to remember.
No.
Give me back my hanky.
No. It's filled with the memories of their uncensored conversation.
Memories of his
Talking
ex.
how
Cough.
lewd.
No.
Cough, cough.
I'm
You had a
tired, okay?
conversation with somebody.
It's
Oh
like
my
11.
god.
Yep, 11. I'm tired.
You had a
There are
private.
kids around the room. Come on.
Yeah,
There
stop
is
talking
literally
to each
a
other.
child in the room too, so I don't know what I'm saying.
He's not a
Oh, yeah.
child.
No, there
Not
is
a
a child in my room
child.
as I speak. I am not joking.
Oh,
There is there is a
Oh,
child.
IOL.
okay.
Yes, there is. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. And I guess the rest of the conversation will pick up in after breakfast? Question mark. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Um,
Okay, we're gonna speed run this now. You get back into the room.
do we really
Uh,
want to speedrun this now? It's late. I mean, how's everybody feeling? We can
like you
speedrun
guys.
this, or do you want to take this slow?
I'm
I
assuming all
don't
you guys are doing
mind.
is going to sleep.
I
Yeah.
guess before going to sleep, while my brother and well sleep entrancing, I'm going to summon Tofu out, and I'm going to open our window and look up the sky and ask him, "Hey, Do you feel bad for not being able to fly?
I hope you do.
No.
No.
You mean, cruel person. Humans
Maybe you
don't.
should start flying. You would feel less bad.
Hey,
Just go
I
ahead
thought
and
I
do it.
I toss him out the window and see if he flies. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
He's bigger than me
Really
now.
just said
I
it
can't
like,
do
hey,
that
can you
anymore.
fly?
How much
He
damage
tosses
does he
me out
take?
of the window. He tosses me out of the
You
window
right?
instead of.
He might throw you out the window for real.
He's bigger than me now.
He takes 7 damage.
No, I didn't do that.
Karma.
So yeah,
Karma.
I just asked him that while we're staring at the window at the sky.
Way to make him feel bad.
He just looks down.
Oh, buddy. I lean over his shoulder? Question mark?
He has shoulders, they're just bigger than
That
you.
question.
Yeah, I just lean over. I'm sorry, bud, but we don't have to rush things. I believe that you can do it. I'm starting to believe that we can do it. It's just not our time yet. But when it comes, when that day comes, and that day when we can soar the sky, that will be the best day of our lives. When it, we'll take our brother and sister and see the whole world differently from the skies above. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wag my tail, hoping that he's going to start looking forward to that day, as I am.
He lifts his head up when you talk about bringing other people.
You're bigger now. You're way stronger now. I'm pretty sure you can take
He picks you
everyone
up
up.
and dangles you over
Exactly.
and dangles you out the window.
No, wait, no. This is not what we're
I think
talking
he's ready
about.
to start flying. But
If you believe, you'll learn how to fly.
just believe.
Just
You're doing it.
believe.
Bizarre, you're doing it. He actually thought I'm going to be the one who sprouts wings.
That would be really funny. If that was the case.
You thought it would be me flying the whole time, but it was me. Bizarre.
Aha! And I'm going to carry you
Bizarre
with
turn
me.
of events.
Hold up.
Oh my god.
I'm a fairy. Yeah. So I just pat him, and I guess we waggle our tail, leaning over the window sill until we both fall asleep.
Hope nobody
There you go.
sees you.
Curled up. You notice Tofu has more control over his temperature now. He's basically a water bottle with adjusting temperature.
Yes.
Oh.
It'll be better for the siblings. Or they can keep their cool. No, because he's scaly. Well, actually, I'm thinking the scale's like snake, so it's still kind of smooth.
He's like a big, what's the leather bean bag?
Ooh.
Oh,
Bang.
and we fall asleep. Wait for the breakfast to come.
The breakfast. The breakfast.
In bed.
That's another long
Breakfast.
rest.
Privilege.
I assume so.
No.
I would say it's a short
Okay.
rest.
Aw.
Did you
Short
long rest
rest, I
before?
guess.
We did. It's also only been a
It's
couple of
just a
hours
short
since
rest.
the long rest.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can't
I
long
get
rest
my
right after
body.
a long rest.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to get my second levels
Did you
back.
not regain any of your second levels from your previous long rest?
I
Oof.
did one
But
spell, so
he
it's
used
fine.
it for
We'll probably
the
won't do stuff today anyway. During the day,
It'd be like the
Well, there you go. Yeah, right. You lost one when you used it in an unusable situation,
Hmm.
and then you lost another one when the thing that you were using it on flew out of your range.
Yep.
Unlucky
Mhm.
boy. Unlucky.
And my second level spells are actually dedicated for sneaking and locating. And my first levels are just for healing and fighting. So it's fine. If we're not going to do an espionage during the day, fine. Which is highly
yeah.
unlikely.
Sorry, I was the music was bopping.
Boppin'.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay. Waking up the next day,
Uh,
messaging Nictrin in the morning.
Are we actually gonna tell them that we're sending
Yeah.
the kids away?
Yes.
yeah.
I don't think we have the means to send them back unless we're going to use the teleportation scroll that we have.
Mm.
I thought we're just going to just wait out the 3 day.
Maybe that will. Uh,
We
I
should just wait it
personally
out. Might as
vote that we
well.
have this conversation for a longer time because I know I want to have a conversation with Mako a lot more, but also my brain is not cooperating now.
Okay. Would you like to call it there for the
That's
day,
my
or
personal conjecture.
I'm good.
we can call it there today, or is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think for the session, I'm fine calling it for today, but I think we need to discuss some stuff before we actually go on separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about it in chat. That's for sure. Yes, there's a
Copy
lot.
that.
There's a
Get
lot
it.
of moving parts.
Will will Mikey participate during the chat though?
Yeah, no, you
I
have to
mean,
participate,
yeah.
or else it's invalid.
Per- well, okay.
You must. Thank you. Peer pressure. It's like, thank you.
Fine,
Join us.
I
I
caved
guess.
to I caved to peer pressure and orders. Sniff.
Hey,
Guess.
I gently asked it. I didn't say you had to, but it would be
No, you
invalid if you
did.
didn't have your opinion.
No, you did.
Shut up.
And even
Oh,
if you
shut up.
didn't,
I
that's what it
can
sounded like.
dream.
So that's how that's what it sounded like
Hey,
to
at
me,
least I said
at
it
least.
nicely. I didn't say it rudely, okay? I said it in a nice way. Even though it means
Does
the
that
same.
mean like they're
Nice
having this
things stress me out.
conversation, like the chat one,
Hmm?
during breakfast, like the three of them or the four of them, like with Mako?
No, I feel like this is a conversation you also need to be included because we need to talk about what the fuck you happy now.
Well,
Oh,
we have
okay.
to know what happened last night.
Exactly. It's
In
like,
character.
I want to know what happened in your conversation. Both me as the character and the player. I'm like, I want to know.
Okay.
Oh, she's gonna explain it, please. There's that
So
conversation tab.
so I'm assuming they're going to have breakfast in Mako's room.
There
Is
is a
that
whole.
Unless you
right?
want to.
There are places to
Mhm.
eat it specifically if you want. There aren't, you know. There are multiple dining rooms.
I mean, if you want, we could have a dinner. We could dine with the Lord if that entertains you.
There are at least 3 different dining rooms in this house.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of dining rooms.
Can we have a
What is this
breakfast
big
in a
place?
patio?
He probably eats in his office.
We just
Yeah,
have
but
it in
like
the open
we
air.
are
We have it al
kinda.
fresco.
We'd have to keep things hush hush then.
It
There's
feels
a
like
there's a dining room in the corner of the house that is just for guests.
Is it al fresco? Is it open air? Is it
I got
bourgeoisie?
that.
You
I'm
can eat on
actually
the
just
balcony if
worried.
you want, but the one in that dining room is not outside.
Now, the
Fair enough.
reason why I want it outside because it feels like if we're going to talk something inside the manor, something or someone will listen to us.
Walls have ears. I
Okay,
mean,
that's true.
Especially with the divination wizard side. Haha, this is me being suspicious to Leon.
Mm,
I
Leon is
trust
the
him
suspicious one.
for no
Haha.
reason.
Haha.
But yeah, I guess like like the open space for guests, that's a good place to have breakfast.
We
You
can
just
just
talk
look
about
around,
strangers
make sure
getting
that
instead.
yeah.
You could also talk. You could also eat in his his noble meeting area where you talked earlier, above the main hall dining room.
Mm,
That with the silence.
Yeah.
yeah,
We can use that room too.
yeah, sure, we can do
yeah,
that.
yeah. We should use that room.
If you want to be extra private, you can put up the shaders that he didn't have up, so in case anybody wants to try and read your lips.
Yep, that would be great.
Sure. Yeah, sure,
Also, one
sure,
last
sure, sure.
thing. Are we going to end the session now or are we going to do the talk? Breakfast talk?
I'd
Up to
rather
you
have the
guys.
breakfast dog next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sound good, everyone? Next session,
Totally.
breakfast.
Food. Better be good food.
Next session, second breakfast.
Because I kind of well, we have. Wait, do I have access to some? I thought of something,
Oh,
but
fucking shit, Sasha. Hi, Sasha.
hmm, dang it! I do have access to that spell.
Which spell?
Wait, spit.
Alarm.
Oh. Oof.
Because
Mm,
I kind of want to set an alarm down the cellar
Oops.
in case some kobolds return.
return.
So
Yeah.
while we're
I mean, we
staying
could have.
upstairs, we could ding ding ding.
That would be
I mean,
great.
if you can
I
change
don't.
your
Yeah,
spells
that's
I
during
can't. I'm a
short rest.
ranger.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh, oops. Sorry, I confused home rule table for this one. Never mind.
No,
You're fine.
that's that. I think we allowed that for bards, right? But do
Yeah.
you have access
Nah.
to? Do you have access to alarm?
Wait, hold on. Let me check. Sasha, please get
Maybe
your
you have.
ass
Then
out of
this
my
will be
face.
solved.
I can hear her
I think I
bell. She's so
do.
cute.
No,
No,
I'm
this could be
scratching her.
easier
That's
if we have
confusing.
alarm.
I cannot see my keyboard. No, I do not have alarm. Dead.
Bean.
Oh,
I don't have alarm.
Bats are too busy making
You
noise
smell
to be
so.
on the lookout for noise.
Sasha, you smell like food.
oh.
Can I
You
make
two
a
figured
make?
out how to make double ads. It's only for the first one, Skip.
I wonder if I can make a
Oh,
makeshift trap. Ooh,
What, so
can
you
we
can get the
trap?
staff?
Can we trap the place? Yeah, we should trap the cellar.
What, do you
why?
want to trap staff?
No, I kind of
Oh, I
wanna.
heard her song. Oh, she's so soft.
Sorry. I'm sorry if I want my
Oh,
table back, ma'am.
Ow!
That's right.
Do I have a trapping skill? Will I be able to
Do
do
you?
that as a ranger?
Like anybody can set a trap, but do you really want to set a trap
Set it
in a
good.
public area?
No,
Uh,
down the cellar.
yeah,
To
the cellar's
where
fine.
no, no, where the place is hidden. After passing through the illusionary walls, I'll set up a trap in there. That way every night we should check in on that if we caught something.
Oh yeah, we fixed that back up, right? Like make it look
Yeah,
normal
yeah, yeah.
again. I assume we did. Of
Of
course, we're
course.
smart like that.
Of course we can. We're smart. We're
Of
geniuses.
course.
So yeah, can we do that? Can I try doing that? Like setting up a trap at night, and the next day I'll check it if we caught someone or something.
You can if you want to.
The only problem, since I don't have alarm, I won't be able to know as fast as I want it to be. So they probably escape or check it. Man, could have arranged or at least near. So I have access to do have access. I'll figure it out.
Well, if you want to set a trap in a abandoned room, that's up to you.
I'll think about it.
We'll talk about it next time on whatever this is.
Thanks for
On
watching.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe so you can
If
get
you
more
want to
content.
listen more,
25th.
if you want to listen more, go check our Patreon at patreon.com/ whatever
Get
this
our
is
hidden
.com.
conversations and content only on patreon.com.
Extra
Hey,
yapping just for you.
sometimes you'll be able to catch us live, but we haven't decided what platforms yet.
Catch us
You
live
wanna
on twitch.com.
you
Uh-huh.
wanna
Twitch.tv.
hear
Yep.
more of
Catch
unprotected
us live on Kick.
handholding? Check out our
Oh my
Patreon.
god.
That's specifically for Patreon, though. Only
Mhm.
Patreon gets uncensored handholding.
Only Patreon
What?
Paywall.
It's payable. It's not the free content on Patreon.
The only free content we can offer you is our idiocy. That is always free.
Sometimes the conversations are also uncensored. Sometimes,
True.
Probably.
maybe.
Depends.
Likely.
Who knows? If you want to find out.
Go like and subscribe for more content. Oh my
Everything
god.
is
Longest
on
outro in
sale.
the world.
Okay, well, that's enough of that. Get out of here, Craig.